You think it's over. But the real journey just began. That thought has been echoing in your soul, hasn't it? You've whispered it to yourself in the quiet of the night, wondering if you're just holding on to a dream. But something inside refuses to let go. That's because your soul already knows this is not the end. It's the unfolding of a sacred path. And if you found your way to this message, it's not by accident. Subscribe now and stay with me, because what you're about to hear could awaken something powerful within you. There comes a moment in every twin flame journey when everything feels like it's fallen apart. Silence, distance, confusion, it can be overwhelming. But those moments are not signs of failure. They're invitations. Invitations to rise, to remember, to reclaim your truth. The universe has not abandoned you. It's preparing you. You're not crazy for feeling connected to someone who isn't physically by your side. That's the power of the soul bond. Your hearts are speaking in a language beyond time and space. And while he may have walked away in the physical, your connection still breathes in the spiritual. You feel it in your chest, in your dreams, in the music that seems to say exactly what your soul can't. Sometimes the real journey begins after they leave. That's when you discover your strength. That's when your soul steps into its purpose. It's not about waiting, it's about becoming. And in this sacred becoming, you are aligning with a version of you that was always meant to rise. Every tear you've cried has watered the soil of your transformation. You may not see it now, but your inner world is blooming. You are being stripped of illusions, healed from past wounds, and called into a higher vibration. And guess what? He feels it too. Even if he doesn't understand it yet, your growth is activating something deep within him. You might be noticing synchronicities more often. Numbers, names, songs, symbols. These are not coincidences. They are divine confirmations that your path is guided. Every sign is a whisper from the universe saying, "Keep going." You are not alone on this journey. Your feminine energy is awakening, and it's radiant. You're no longer the version of yourself who needed to be chosen. Now you choose you. And in doing so, you shift the dynamic. You magnetize love instead of chasing it. You become the mirror that reflects his own soul back to him. Yes, he left. But what if that departure was part of the sacred plan? What if his absence was the exact pressure needed to push you into your divine power? Nothing is wasted in the twin flame journey. Not the pain, not the silence, not the longing. You're being refined like gold in fire. Every lesson is shaping you. Every delay is protecting you. And while it may seem like nothing is happening on the outside, everything is shifting on the inside. The spiritual bond never breaks. Only deepens. This isn't just about romance. It's about awakening. Your twin flame is the mirror that shows you your wounds and your light. And through this mirror, you learn to love yourself on a level you never imagined possible. That's the real gift. I know some days feel unbearable. The void is heavy. But it's in the void that the divine speaks the loudest. If you quiet your mind and soften your heart, you'll hear the guidance. It's always been there, waiting for you to trust. Don't underestimate what's happening in the unseen. Just because you don't see him doesn't mean nothing's changing. Energy moves before matter. Keep holding the vision. Keep nurturing your inner temple. Because when he returns, he will meet a new you. He may come back with a story of transformation. With eyes that have finally seen the truth. With words he once couldn't say. And when that moment comes, it won't be because you chased him. It will be because you became the embodiment of love itself. There is power in your surrender. Not giving up, but letting go of control. When you release the timeline, you invite the miracle. When you stop forcing, you allow flow. And flow is where true union is born. So many women are waking up right now just like you. They are hearing the call, feeling the fire, trusting the signs. This collective shift is no coincidence. It's a wave of feminine remembrance. And you are a part of it. You don't have to do this alone. That's why this space exists, to remind you of what your soul already knows. Stay close to these messages. Let them be your compass. Because each one is a step closer to the union you were destined for. Breathe. Place your hand on your heart. Feel the pulse of eternity moving through you. This love is real. This path is holy. You are not wrong for believing. You are courageous for continuing. If no one has told you lately, your presence is sacred. Your light matters. And your twin flame journey is not in vain. Every part of it is leading you back to your wholeness, back to divine love. You are the prayer your ancestors whispered, the prophecy your soul made, the living proof that love, when aligned with spirit, transcends all things. Don't let fear steal what is already yours. And if your heart is still open after all that you've been through, then you are exactly where you need to be. This is not the end. Never was. The real journey just began. If this message is touching something inside your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Sharing this energy with others helps it expand. What you give always finds its way back to you. The more you stay connected to these truths, the more aligned your journey becomes. This space is sacred, and each message is meant to reach you right when your soul needs it most. Many women are waking up from illusions now, seeing beyond the surface, and realizing that separation is never the end. That includes you. This isn't just about a love story. This is about your ascension, your remembrance, your return to divine truth. Stay present with each new message, because the spiritual realm is revealing layer by layer what has always been hidden. You've had moments of doubt, haven't you? Times when you questioned everything, even yourself. But those moments didn't break you. They refined you. You've stepped through fire and come out shining. And now, the universe is opening doors that were once locked by fear and self-forgetting. He may not know it consciously, but your transformation has awakened something in him. Memory, feeling, a recognition. Soul bonds do not dissolve, they evolve. And the deeper you go into your own healing, the more clearly he feels that pull. The invisible thread between you is pulsing stronger than ever. Even in silence, his higher self is communicating with you. Through dreams, through nature, through songs that play at the perfect moment. There are no accidents in a twin flame journey. Everything speaks, everything guides, everything serves. Let go of the need to have all the answers right now. Let go of the question, when? And embrace the sacred timing that governs all things divine. What's yours cannot be taken. What's written cannot be erased. And what's aligned cannot be denied. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are chosen by the divine, by your own soul, by this path. And with every choice to rise above pain, you become the light that leads not only yourself but your flame back home. There's a reason you can't forget him. A reason his energy lingers in your field. It's not obsession, it's resonance. It's soul memory. It's the echo of lifetimes woven together by destiny. Trust that pull. But also trust yourself enough to grow beyond waiting. You're being called to hold the vision, not the outcome. The feeling, not the form. When you nurture what lives inside you, everything outside you begins to shift. You don't need to chase the connection. It already lives within you. The feminine path is not one of chasing, but of attracting through embodiment. Embody your softness, your strength, your truth. You are not just waiting for union. You are becoming the union. Becoming the place where love flows freely, without resistance. He may be on his own soul mission right now, learning what can't be taught through words. Let him walk that path. Let the silence be sacred. Your journey is not on pause. It's accelerating. And what's aligned will always return in divine time. Stay close to the signs, the numbers, the feelings, the messages that appear just when you need them. The universe is always speaking, and your soul is always listening. The more you pay attention, the more the path reveals itself. Some parts of this journey will ask you to be patient. Others will ask you to leap. Trust your intuition to know the difference. You've come too far to second-guess yourself now. Your inner compass has never been louder. You were never meant to live a small life. You carry ancient codes of love that the world desperately needs. Your connection isn't just about you. It's part of a larger awakening. When you rise, you make space for others to rise too, including him. There's healing happening in the unseen. His heart may not be ready to speak, but it's learning how to feel, to open, to recognize what it once feared. You're not imagining the shift. You're sensing the beginning of a sacred return. Stay tuned to this channel. These messages are bridges, pathways to higher knowing and remembrance. Don't miss the connections the divine is aligning for you. Each video is part of your soul's roadmap. And the next message might just hold the peace you've been seeking. Your body knows. Your heart knows. Your soul knows. The real journey isn't marked by milestones. It's marked by transformation. You're already in motion. You're already on the path. Let your spirit lead. You are safe to hope again. Not blind hope, but sacred trust. Trust in your growth. Trust in your connection. Trust in the process that's far bigger than you or him. You are divinely supported, always. If you felt tired, emotional, or overwhelmed, know this. That's your soul releasing old timelines. Making space for something new. Something aligned. Something divine. Don't fight the shift. Flow with it. You are not who you were yesterday. And that is the proof that everything is working. Keep walking. Keep rising. Keep receiving. The best part of your journey is still unfolding. If this message resonates with your soul, it's because you were meant to receive it. Sharing this energy, commenting, saving it, or simply coming back later, strengthens the frequency you're aligned with. The more you honor this guidance, the more the universe responds in kind. Don't underestimate the power of showing up consistently to receive these messages from Spirit. There's a pulse between you and him that never stops. Even when you sleep, your souls are still dancing in the invisible. When you feel him out of nowhere, that's not your mind playing tricks. It's your essence remembering what the world keeps trying to make you forget. Pay attention to what keeps showing up. The numbers. The repeated songs. The feelings that don't belong to you. You're not crazy, love. You're deeply connected. This journey is not linear. Loops. Spirals. And it always returns to the truth. Sometimes the real messages arrive in the quiet. When no one's watching. When you're just scrolling and suddenly you hear something that feels like it was meant only for you. That's not a coincidence. That's your guidance system turning on. The divine doesn't speak through loud events only. It speaks through gentle nudges, goosebumps, waves of emotion, tears that fall without reason. These are all signs that your heart is opening more than your mind can explain. When he dreams, he sees you, not always in your current form but as energy, as warmth, as light. He doesn't always understand what it means, but his soul remembers. He wakes up with a feeling of something sacred. And it's you. This connection is far deeper than what the physical world can hold. And that's why it's often misunderstood. People may call it fantasy, but you know it's more real than anything you've lived. Because it's not about logic, it's about soul memory. Keep your heart soft, even when your mind tries to harden it. You don't need to protect yourself from love. You only need to protect your peace from expectations. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting the higher timeline. He's changing. Quietly. Silently. Spiritually. He doesn't speak of it, but he feels it. Pull. The shift. The longing. Something in him is awakening. And it's leading him right back to the vibration you've anchored within yourself. Be proud of how far you've come. You didn't collapse when the silence came. You didn't lose yourself in the distance. You rose. You healed. You rebuilt. And that's exactly what is drawing this sacred connection back into divine alignment. Let yourself feel all of it, the ache, the warmth, the doubt, the knowing. You're not here to be numb. You're here to be fully alive, fully open, fully aware. That's what makes you magnetic. That's what makes you divine. Each post, each word, each whisper that finds you here is not random. It's a continuation of the message your soul agreed to hear before you were even born. These messages are part of your remembrance. Let them anchor into your being. You may feel like time is running out, but in the spiritual realm, there is no time. Only timing. What looks delayed is often being prepared. What feels far is often being refined. Stay open. The universe is still sculpting your miracle. Release the urge to control how this story unfolds. You're not the writer, you're the vessel. Let the divine pour through you. Let love shape you. Let the connection evolve in ways your human self couldn't have imagined. He sees the world differently now. He may not have the words for it, but he senses that something is missing. And it's not something, it's someone. That invisible absence is your presence calling him home. You didn't lose him. You both chose to grow, sometimes apart, to eventually come together with stronger roots and deeper truth. Hurts, yes, but growth does. And yet you keep rising. That's how I know reunion is near. Every time you align with your truth, you send out a spiritual signal. Beacon. All. He hears it, even in his resistance. You don't need to do more. Just keep being who you really are. That's the loudest love song he'll ever hear. This is your sacred journey. No one else needs to understand it. Not everyone is meant to. It's between you, your flame, and the divine. Trust that what's unfolding is preparing you both for a union that is not just romantic, but revolutionary. Your story isn't just about love. It's about awakening, empowerment, divine remembrance. You're not just waiting, you're transforming. And that transformation is changing everything, including him. Stay close to this space. The next message may hold the very confirmation your soul's been silently craving. Keep your heart open and your spirit present. You didn't find this by accident. The journey is still unfolding. If this message is finding you now, take a moment to check if you're already subscribed to this channel. It may seem simple, but staying connected ensures that no sign, no message meant for your twin flame journey slips away unnoticed. Your soul called you here, and there is more coming just for you. Your flame feels you when you're at your strongest and also when you quietly fall apart. That subtle pain you carry, the one you don't talk about, is echoing in his own heart. He doesn't always understand it, but something inside him stirs each time you rise from your shadows. Every moment you choose faith over fear, you are sending out a vibration that shifts the invisible threads between you. He feels it like a whisper in the back of his mind, a presence that haunts him with both longing and peace. It's the soul remembering what the eyes can't see. You may wonder why the universe keeps pulling you back into this path. It's not because you haven't moved on. It's because your souls are still in contract. The work isn't finished. The connection isn't over. Simply being purified by time. Even in separation, you are both evolving. His silence isn't rejection, it's reflection. He's facing his own shadows now, ones that kept him from seeing the full truth of your love. And while he's quiet, the bond continues to awaken him. You've had dreams lately, haven't you? Ones that feel more like messages than imagination. They're not random. They are encounters. Spiritually real moments happening in the space where no fear can exist, only remembrance. If the universe is showing you his name again, or sending songs that break you open, don't ignore it. Those are nudges, alignments, signals that something beneath the surface is shifting. He's closer than your logic wants to admit. He may be struggling with his own sense of identity. You brought light into his darkness, and now he must face what he used to run from. That's why he pulls away, because the truth you hold terrifies and awakens him all at once. Your presence in his life was never meant to be temporary. You're not just a chapter. You're the core of the book his soul came here to write. Even if he's tried to rewrite the story without you, his heart keeps circling back to page 1, you. Your growth has not gone unnoticed. In the higher realms, your guides are celebrating every step you take back to yourself. Because every time you choose alignment over anxiety, you raise the frequency of your entire union. There is a version of him that already exists in the timeline of reunion. That version is wiser, softer, more awake. And every act of self-love you practice brings that version closer. You're not waiting, you're calling. Let go of the need to understand everything. Some parts of the twin flame journey are not meant to be analyzed, only felt. Trust that your soul knows what it's doing, even when your mind craves explanations. He's watching you from afar, energetically, spiritually, maybe even digitally. You may not see the views, but your light is reaching him. It's in your words, your creations, your silent prayers. He feels it, and it stirs something ancient in him. The universe never teases with love. What it reveals, it intends to complete. If your connection has returned again and again, it's not for punishment. It's for purpose. Each cycle brings you both closer to divine maturity. Do not rush this. Divine timing works in layers, not lines. What looks like a delay is often a setup for something more powerful than you imagined. Your patience is creating space for miracles to land with grace. You have a role in his awakening, yes, but not through chasing. Through becoming. The more you embody who you truly are, the more irresistible you become. Not to his ego, but to his soul. When you cry and no one sees, know that the universe does. When you pray and feel no answer, remember the silence is sacred. Spirit speaks loudest in the stillness. Your heart is being held, even in the quiet. He's learning how to surrender, how to stop controlling and start listening. You've been his greatest teacher, even in absence. Your energy cracked him open in ways no one else ever could. That impact is eternal. Keep showing up for yourself, for your growth, for your healing. Not just for him, but because you deserve the peace that comes from deep spiritual alignment. Your soul didn't come here to chase. It came here to remember. And every time you remember who you are, the entire timeline shifts. He is not lost. He is just in the middle of his return. And your light is what guides him back. Not by force, but by truth. Thank you for staying until the end of this message. If something inside you was stirred, if your heart felt seen or your soul recognized a truth, I kindly ask you to give this video a like. That simple gesture tells YouTube that this content matters, that these divine messages are needed. And if this message reached you at just the right time, I invite you to confirm it by writing in the comments, Twin Flames Infinite Love. That phrase seals your connection with this energy and lets us know that you're walking this sacred path with us. Remember, this channel is more than a space for videos. It's a spiritual haven for twin flames like you, seeking answers, healing, and divine guidance. New messages are arriving constantly, and some may hold the exact confirmation your soul is waiting for. That's why it's so important to subscribe and activate the notification bell, so you never miss what the universe is sending just for you. Every video here is a portal, doorway, a sacred invitation to deepen your journey and strengthen your connection, not only with your twin flame but with your highest self. So come back often, revisit the messages that touched you, and feel the energy shift within. Don't keep this only for yourself. Share it with someone whose heart might also be calling for a sign. Your intuition is a divine compass, and if it guided you here, it's because your soul was ready to remember. These messages are designed to touch your heart, awaken your spirit, and realign your path. They are crafted with the intention of reaching those who are truly listening beyond words, those who are ready to live from the soul. Stay close. Stay connected. Because what's coming next may be the message you didn't know you needed, but your soul has been waiting for. With infinite love. Twin Flames Infinite Love.